It's hard to imagine an uglier end to a season than Washington Redskins fans witnessed Sunday, bounced from a rare trip to the playoffs as their rookie franchise quarterback, who came into the game already injured, ended it crawling on the ground in agony. Why did Coach Mike Shanahan keep Robert Griffin III in the game? Post-sports columnist Jason Reid has been trying to answer that question. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
So who, if anyone, do you think should have done something different Sunday?
Well, I think Mike Shanahan should have done something different. I mean, look, he's the head coach of the team. And Mike did a great job this season. The Redskins became winners again because he made a lot of incredibly great decisions in terms of personnel, in terms of the offense they're going to run. I mean, he did a very good job this year, but it's his job to decide who plays, and clearly Robert Griffin III should not have been on the field.
How much of any of this is on RG3 then? Because if Shanahan is worried about if he trusts RG3, and RG3 seemed to either be dishonest or inaccurate in his assessment of his own play, then isn't some of the blame on him?
Yes, some of the blame is on him, but ultimately, again, the head coach decides who plays. The player is always going to want to play, and an elite level player like Robert Griffin III, he's definitely going to want to play. He feels a responsibility to his team to try to win the game. But again, I believe this is on Shanahan because Mike makes the decision about who gets on the field.
Did either or both of them put the team first in their decisions?
Well, that's a good question. I think Mike Shanahan wanted to win the game, but he wasn't going to try to sacrifice Robert Griffin III to win the game. Robert Griffin III wanted to win the game, and I think he wanted to win the game not for some ego gratification. He wanted to do it for his team. I mean, that's one thing that all these players will tell you. They're fiercely loyal to him because he does put the team first. But when you talk about putting...
Do you think he did that Sunday, though? You think he put the team first by playing when he clearly couldn't play?
Yes, because of athletic arrogance, because he's an elite player. And elite athletes believe that, you know what, even if they're at half, at 50%, they're better than most people at 100%. And I don't think this was about ego gratification for him. He wanted to be in that game because he felt he could help the Redskins win. He was wrong, though, because he was so diminished physically, he couldn't do the things he normally does. But I do believe both of them put the team first in a sense because they were trying to win the game. They wanted to do this. Mike wanted to believe that Robert could do it. Robert wanted to believe he could do it. But ultimately, they were both wrong, and they needed a different decision needed to be made.
Shanahan obviously showed confidence in RG3. Not much confidence in the backup, and I wonder where Kirk Cousins' future lies and what he's thinking today.
Well, the interesting thing about this is that the Redskins have a lot of confidence in Kirk Cousins. I mean, when the Redskins drafted Kirk Cousins, it was with the understanding that, you know what, Robert Griffin III is a running quarterback, and, you know, Kirk Cousins may have to be used at certain times because Robert Griffin III may not be healthy. But when you're talking about a regular season game where Kirk Cousins played great against the Cleveland Browns, but this was a game against the Seattle Seahawks in a first round of playoffs, arguably the best defense in the league. It's a different set of circumstances, so I don't think this reflects poorly on Kirk Cousins at all.
Okay. Any concerns as we head into the offseason that this could have long-lasting effects kind of on the chemistry of the team?
Well, not on the chemistry of the team, but if Robert Griffin III needs to miss substantial time because of the injury, that's going to obviously have long-lasting effects on the team.
For sure, and we're waiting for that MRI report.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Jay.
Thank you.